Our top focus. Nepal continues to grapple with the earthquake aftershocks. Last night, rescue operations suffered a massive setback due to sudden rains. Fresh tremors were reported from Kathmandu at about 11:30 p.m. and the official death toll now stands at over 3,200. More than 6,000 are injured following the aftershock. Kathmandu's Tribhuvan International Airport was shut down for over 2 hours and the air traffic control personnel were evacuated to avoid any untoward incident. A 6.7 magnitude aftershock was followed by another one at 5.3. Close to 50 aftershocks have hit Nepal since Saturday's devastating 7.9 magnitude earthquake. There's still no electricity, no water and telecommunication in several parts of the country. But the bigger problem is that of an epidemic. Authorities are conducting mass cremations to dispose of dead bodies. With Nepal declaring a state of emergency, India has deployed 13 military aircraft and has also sent medical teams, medicines, blankets and water in this hour of need.
काष्ठ मंडप एक ही विशाल वटवृक्ष पेड़ की लकड़ी से बना हुआ ये मंडप था, जिसकी अब सिर्फ यादें रह गई हैं। यानी पूरी तरह जमींदोज हो चुका है। सिर्फ लखौरी ईंटें बताती हैं कि मंदिर कितना पुराना था। और अब ये कि टीला इसी तरह पुराने ज़माने में जब भूकंप आते थे और टीले जब इमारतें ढह जाती थी तो वो टीले डीह की तरह दिखाई पड़ते थे। लेकिन यहाँ के बारे में कहते हैं कि जिस समय भूकंप आया उस समय भी यहाँ काफ़ी लोग थे और यहाँ से लगभग ये कितने शव यहाँ से निकाले जा चुके हैं?
अभी तक तो
17 बॉडी निकाले, 17 शव यहाँ से अब तक निकाले जा चुके हैं। और अभी भी आशंका है कि इस पूरे इलाके में, क्योंकि शनिवार का दिन था, छुट्टी का दिन था, लोग उस समय अपनी श्रद्धा से इन मंदिरों में आते थे। और ये वो काष्ठ मंडप पे यहाँ ब्लड डोनेशन का कार्यक्रम था, लोग यहाँ रक्तदान करने आए थे, लेकिन अपना खून बहाया लोगों ने। और अचानक भूकंप आने से, और ये पीतल का दीप है जिसमें दिए जलते रहे होंगे उस समय, और ये मंदिर का घंटा और गणपति की प्रतिमा यहाँ पर इस मलबे से निकाली गई है। आपका नाम क्या है?
संत कुमार श्रेष्ठ।
तो संत जी यहाँ पर कितने बॉडी अभी तक निकाल चुके हैं? 31 शव निकाले जा चुके हैं अब तक, लेकिन 3 आदमी जीवित निकले हैं। अभी भी राहत और बचाव का कार्य चल रहा है और इसमें से उम्मीद है कि कुछ लोगों को और जिंदा बचाया जा सकता है। स्नेफर डॉग्स की मदद ली गई है, लेकिन काठमांडू की पहचान, काठमांडू की शान, जिसके नाम से काठमांडू का नाम, जहां से शुरू हुआ काष्ठ मंडप, वो जगह, उसकी हालत अभी ऐसी दिखाई पड़ती है।
All right, that was a ground report by Sanjay Sharma of TV Today Network sister concern Aaj Tak. He was at the Darbar Square where the UNESCO heritage site has been completely flattened. Let's also now take a look at this ground report that was sent earlier in the day from one of the localities in Kathmandu by our correspondent Manugya Loiwal.
The work of removing debris and trying to save as many people as possible has been continuously on the go from past more than 48 hours. The 8th Battalion of NDRF has been working continuously and tirelessly in this region. I am near the Shobha Bhagwati Bridge where a 6-story building had collapsed, and with that they have been working tirelessly, continuously, despite the rain and the sun, 24/7. This team of 45 members has gas cutters, has been taking out the debris from the building and has been working continuously. Remember, these people have been daring all the odds despite the weather conditions that have been packing up at regular intervals. The locals have been sitting here waiting to find as much as they can. Remember, this has been a commercial as well as a residential building, so people were living here, and besides that there were a lot of commercial establishments also. People are trying to estimate their loss. There are teams from foreign places also like Denmark who have been assisting them with their technicalities and of course the technical advantage that they hold in this kind of situation. But for now, one thing is for sure, that the NDRF team has been working tirelessly and is expected to do so for next days to come too. With camera person Tapas Berry, this is Manogya Loiwal in Kathmandu, Nepal for Headlines Today.
Now, Headlines Today has a number of reporters spread across the length and breadth of the quake-ravaged country of Nepal. We'll get you all the reports, the ground reports. But for now, those who survived the deadly earthquake, it's an unending nightmare. It's a heart-wrenching story of a father who could do nothing despite hearing pleas for help from his own daughter trapped under the debris. Her screams for help stopped eventually, and he believes, and this is the tragic part, he believes that his daughter is no more. Manugya Loiwal got us this report from Kathmandu.
कल तक आवाज आ रही थी?
हाँ, कल तक शाम तक आ रहा था, सुबह तक। अभी तो वो हो गया, और कैसे निकलेगा ये हमको मालूम नहीं। जिंदा तो नहीं होगा, मरा हुआ है तो अपना बेटा बच्चा तो चाहिए हमको।
Yes, they are still waiting, hoping against hope. These parents last heard their daughter scream from the debris and continued to hope for her life until she got quite suddenly.
हम बाहर गया था, बीवी को लेके हॉस्पिटल में, बेटा बेटी का दुकान पे छोड़ के गया, वापस आ गया तो ऐसे हो गया। अभी तक नहीं निकला, निकालने के लिए कैसे निकलेगा, सबसे नीचे, और कैसे निकालेगा उसको, कैसे पहुंचेगा मालूम ही नहीं है।
कल तक आवाज आ रही थी?
हाँ, कल तक शाम तक आ रहा था, सुबह तक। अभी तो वो हो गया, और कैसे निकलेगा ये हमको मालूम नहीं है। जिंदा तो नहीं होगा, मरा हुआ है तो अपना बेटा बच्चा तो चाहिए हमको, वो कोई नहीं है।
And the mother is beyond control, beyond condolences and completely shattered. These helpless parents could do nothing despite hearing heart-wrenching shrieks of their daughter. And like them, many others are desperately looking for their children in this hour of catastrophe.
It took several years in making a home and several years in making a sweet shop. But the bitterness that has been left behind with this earthquake will remain lifelong in the family of these people. Perhaps the most difficult part for them would be seeing the dead bodies of their own children with their own eyes and carrying it on their shoulders for the last rites. With camera person Tapas Berry, this is Manogya Loiwal in Kathmandu for Headlines Today.
Now the scenario is very different in Kathmandu's Tribhuvan International Airport, with hundreds of Indians lined up and camping outside the city's airport. Some of those waiting have been in a queue since Saturday. And as TV Today Network's managing editor Rahul Kamal reports, the anger among them is palpable.
People who've been queuing all through the night, several of them have actually got a number on their palms. The numbers have been been printed, and they've been told that that's an opportunity. Okay, here's one person. He's got 450. ये आपको नंबर किसने दिया? आपका है 449. हाँ, ये नंबर
वही एम्बेसी का आदमी बोल के हम लोग को नंबर लिखने लगाया था।
नंबर लगाया तो आपकी फ्लाइट की चांस आई नहीं आई?
नहीं आई।
तो क्या इन्होंने जब नंबर लगाया क्या कहा?
तो फिर हम लोग का नंबर लगाया, इसके बाद वो लोग अंदर गया कि गाड़ी भेजेंगे बोल के गया अंदर, तो आया ही नहीं। फिर हम लोग यहाँ इंतजार करते रह गए।
But to be fair to the security forces and the airlines, the weather yesterday had packed up. It was raining, making it very difficult for people to be able to fly. Here's a lady, she wants to make a point. Yes,
I saw your report today morning. I would like to clarify that there are no, this is the third class rescue operation that I have ever seen. As I'm standing at the airport since 25th night. We were not given any updates about what is going to happen, what is the plan. Total mismanagement.
No, but given that phone lines are not working, the electricity is not working, it's a problem for the agencies also.
The officers can at least tell what is the plan. They can at least assure, console the people. We were standing on the line for 26 hours. They didn't tell us anything. Okay. After that, not even water. Forget everything. This is not the rescue operation. Not even water they have given. After that, they made us go to that airport. Okay? That's it. That too, third class facility again. They hired a minibus. They hired a minibus, and there was a total stampede to get even into that bus. There was no system, no management. Okay? After that, they asked us to enter that construction site. There also there was no light.
This is a big queue, and that's really a problem. The fact that the embassy is saying they're mounting a big rescue operation, but everyone we're speaking to here at the airport asking where are the officials from the embassy, why are they not here, why are they not telling us what the plan is. We're prepared to wait, but why is no one speaking to us? I just want to see if we can cross the road to show you the long queues that are developing. Remember, these are people who've been without food, without water, and are now getting quite desperate. The foreigners, by contrast, seem quite calm. They seem prepared to wait their turn, prepared to wait till their governments tell them how they're going to find a way out. The Indians, though, are getting restive.
हाँ सर, हम लोग तो बेकार हो गए. हम लोग का रूम भी था, रूम भी चला गया है. हम लोग का कुछ नहीं है. अब सर बोलिए लोग, हम लोग के छोटा बच्चे लोग हैं. हम लोग यहाँ पर थोड़ा मोड़ा कमा रहे थे, वो भी नहीं है हम लोग के लिए. अब पानी खरीदने के लिए भी नहीं है सर. अब बोलिए हम लोग क्या करें सर? रोड पर सोने के लिए भी नहीं है सर.
खाने के लिए नहीं है, पीने के लिए, पानी भी पीने के लिए नहीं है. Indeed is a problem.
कोई सुविधा नहीं है यहाँ पे. हम लोग कल 2 दिन से वेट कर रहे हैं.
आपके चैनल पे देख के पता चला कि इंडियन सरकार हमारे लिए प्लेन भेज रही है, 4 प्लेन भेज रही है, लेकिन अभी तक एक भी प्लेन नहीं आया सर.
That's not true. The planes have come and the planes are taking off. But the reality is that the Aam Aadmi has been waiting his turn. The VIPs are being evacuated. The Aam Aadmi is still waiting for his turn. And as they wait, the anger also builds.
Now, Nepal has suffered its worst calamity in over 8 decades with massive destruction to life and property. The historic Pashupatinath Temple has survived the nature's wrath. Manugya Loiwal reports from Ground Zero.
Destruction, death and damage. A visual evidence of nature's wrath everywhere. An earthquake leaving a trail of destruction behind. But this iconic Pashupatinath temple has survived nature's fury. With very little damage, the holy shrine has also become a shelter for many at this testing time.
If you have ever had belief in the supernatural power, this is one of the stories to believe in. Perhaps the temple of Pashupatinath in Nepal, in Kathmandu, has not suffered a single damage as far as the main deity idol is concerned and as far as the temple is concerned. However, just 50 meters away from the temple, there has been a huge damage to the building, there has been a lot of damage to the premises, but besides that there has been no damage to the main temple, that is the Garbhagriha of the temple, which is perhaps the most important area where the idol is kept. But talking to the people on what do they feel about it and how much faith do they have, because most of them have gathered here not to visit or worship the deity but to sit and feel safe in this zone. क्या कारण है, आप क्या क्यों आए हैं यहाँ पर?
हमें यहाँ पूरी सेफ्टी लगती है भगवान पशुपतिनाथ मंदिर में आके नेचुरली हमें थोड़ा सा दिल को सुकून भी मिलता है. मंदिर के अंदर बहुत ही हमें अच्छा लगा और बाहर जितना भी डैमेज हुआ है पर मंदिर को कुछ भी नहीं हुआ. अंदर हम दोबारा भी देख के आए हैं, बिल्कुल ठीक है. सभी दीवारें, सभी मूर्तियां सब बिल्कुल ठीक है.
खुद को भी सुरक्षित पाते हैं यहाँ?
बिल्कुल सुरक्षित पाते हैं मंदिर में.
Perhaps a system of belief and the feeling of feeling safe is most important when it comes to these aftershocks that have been revisiting the horror as far as Kathmandu and Nepal is concerned. There have been complete aftershocks for Nepal's last 24 hours and that has kept them tensed. Most of them have been sitting here for several hours and have been waiting to return to their homes. Only the faith and the belief in the supernatural power has kept them going. With camera person Tapas Berry, this is Manogya Loiwal in Kathmandu for Headlines Today.
All right, let's also quickly listen in to a reaction that is coming in from the Nepalese embassy here in the national capital. It's very closely being monitored. Let's quickly listen.
Upadhyay, His Excellency Ambassador of Nepal, sir, a terrible tragedy. Many other countries, Japan, Poland, Singapore, Thailand, New Zealand, other countries are now coming forward besides China, India and United States. What is the crisis that the country now currently faces? We believe a lot of people are very angry and upset that relief material is not reaching them.
Yes, of course. It's a wide spread devastation around 23 districts. It's a wide area, you know, and mostly the remote areas. The situation is very panic. We can just been able to make any kind of rescue help and assistance only due to the helicopter services. Only yesterday afternoon we have started it, and hopefully this day we'll cover a lot, because around 15 helicopters from India and more helicopters from USA and other countries also are on the way to reach Kathmandu. That's why the services towards remote areas will be smoother from this day. And regarding the
Sir, there are continuous aftershocks. Obviously, many people are saying that relief material is getting stuck on the Kathmandu airport, is not able to go in the inside, especially to areas which are far away from Kathmandu. Now, what do you really plan to do about it?
Government is trying to do its best by the helicopter services, by the dropping of the foodstuffs, by dropping of the rescue teams to the devastated area, and from this day hopefully it will be better.
Things are beginning to look up. That's the word that people wanted to have, but obviously we still know that there have been strong aftershocks. Many of the people not willing to go inside and sleep in their own houses. What is the long-term plan? How do you really want to appeal to the people, especially there, not to panic?
Thank you very much for your concern. From this day, everyone is hoping for a very good, I think, future, because the continuous shocks, psychologically the people were very much I think panic, but from this day it is in the diminishing order. The shocks are in the diminishing order, and the scientists and the experts, they are hoping it will be better from this day. That's why the people's, I am very much thankful to the people also, all the organizations who are working there. We should keep patience.
But sir, if we try and show you a sense of panic, we can try, and if we can, the camera person pans there, we'll try and see the number of people out here. These are desperate people who want to reach out to their own family members. Some of them wanting to go to Nepal, some of them wanting their own family stuck in Nepal to be back here. You're obviously overwhelmed with the sort of appeal and sort of request that you're coming in through. How are you really handling that?
From your media, I would like to request all the concerning people, the road condition is good. The bus services will be is commencing from this very morning, and the Kathmandu airport is also resumed again. That's why whoever they want to go and come back from Kathmandu, it will not be, I think, a very difficult part. From this day, it is being very, very smoother.
One final question. This is a national calamity. Nepal being a small country, but is seeking help and is getting help from its neighbors as well as other countries. What do you really have to say about the sense of despair which continues to be there on the streets? We see it outside your own embassy. We see it on the streets there in Kathmandu, in other places in Nepal as well. So what is the appeal that you would want to make?
First of all, we have to make the patience. This is a natural calamity, and I would like to thank the people and all the concerning agencies who are working here. There's the community, especially the community people. They have a very good coordination and good doing well. And especially I would like to thank the government of India. Whatever need is, whatever assistance is needed, they are trying to supply the best, because we are the very.
All right, that was the Nepalese ambassador to India who was speaking to Headlines today. Time for a short break now, but news and updates continue on this great Himalayan tragedy, the big Himalayan tragedy.